thunderstorm warning for DeKalb County. Looks like it's going toward the Fife area. Let's go ahead and update here. Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 6 o'clock for northeastern Marshall, southwest Jackson, and southeastern Madison, west central DeKalb. At 5:18, a severe thunderstorm was located near Owens Crossroads at 14 miles southeast of Huntsville, moving east at 40 miles per hour. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts at quarter-size hail. Source public at 5:10 p.m. Quarter-size hail was reported in southern Madison County. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Areas impacted: Paint Rock, Grant, Langston, Martintown, Limrock, Woodville, Section, Scottsboro, Hollywood, and Larkinsville. Okay. So that's going to be this cell here coming out of Owens Crossroads. Good little hail core there, just the north part of the storm. Kind of going to come in between the, I think that's, let me zoom out, Madison and Jackson County line there. Also going to go toward Grant, some high winds, damaging winds potentially. Need to get this on the radio too, so let me get this information up here. This is KO4FUN, all amateur radio operators. The National Weather Service in Huntsville has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for central DeKalb County. This is KO4FUN. Yeah, I was actually trying to get the aircraft up to grab some photos of this, but I forgot. When I redid my phone and put the new chip in it, it got rid of a lot of the apps, so I got to go re-download it. But anyway, we'll worry about that shortly. The storm doesn't look too crazy. It's actually weakening a good bit. Noticing not as much lift in our area across DeKalb County, and I've been watching that. I don't think the boundaries got this far southeast, but a lot of the storms that do develop are just kind of getting the tops blown pretty much over on them, and that's what you're seeing here on the radar. Some very intense stuff out to the northwest. As it moves southeast, though, it encounters a lot of shear and not as much lift, and the tops are just being blown over on them. And you can see that pretty visibly here on the radar on this storm here. Nice, top just being completely blown over by the wind shear aloft. Not enough lift to keep it going. It is weakening as we speak, but there is still a warning in effect on this thing, so it is still capable of producing some large hail. So let's try to track it out. I think it's moving east at 40 miles per hour, or east-southeast at 40, so let me get that tracked out a little bit better. It's like 40 miles per hour. All right. Looks good, okay. All right, so continue to track it out. Looks like this thing's going to go kind of toward the Fife area, but we'll get the track up. It'll be in around Humpton in 1 minute. Grant, 6 minutes. It's actually in Humpton right now. Grant in around 6 minutes. Swearingen in 10 minutes. Preston, 12 minutes. Kirbytown, 16 minutes. Langston, around 19 minutes. Crossroad in 22 minutes. Davistown in 25. Hancock Crossroads, 27 minutes. Rock City in 30 minutes, Gibson Crossroads in 31 minutes, Bellevue in 32 minutes, and Morris Crossroads in 33 minutes. I really don't see this storm lasting that long, to be honest, the way it's weakening out as it's moving in our direction. Let's look at it to another scan here. Yeah, not really seeing nothing too crazy on the relative velocity either. I do see some signs of some gusty to potentially, maybe gusty to damaging winds, but not a lot. Yeah, just not a lot of craziness, I'm not seeing a lot of craziness in this. I think the main deal was due to the public reporting hail, because I'm not seeing nothing in this that says 60 miles per hour. Now I'm seeing a little bit of a, a boost up there in the wind speed, and these little areas here that you see is a little bit brighter. But even that, I'm going to look at it through a secondary radar. Do what now? Okay, so yeah, it's looking kind of green. So it's going to be mainly due to the hail with these things. And also, of course, can't rule out, some gusty to damaging winds with it. I'll have to go get some photos of that here in a moment if it is looking kind of green. There was something I was looking for. All right, so we're going to zoom in on a secondary radar and take a look. Yeah, the secondary radar is still showing some decent hail around Woodville, now approaching Woodville and Jackson County. I'm seeing a pretty good hail core on it. We've got reports of hail, dime size. That was just a few minutes ago. Half-inch hail, a little bit, a little bit smaller as it went on. Got a little bit larger. Then we had that quarter-size hail report. So it looks like the main area where it's at right now is going to be, anywhere around Woodville. It's just to the south of Woodville, so it's not quite on top of Woodville yet. But that's where the hail core is at, like literally very, very close to Woodville there, Madison-Jackson County line, southwest or southern portion of Jackson. So if you're in Woodville, get ready for some hail because it's about to be on top of you any second. You could get some quarter-size hail out of that. Let me switch to the high-resolution reflectivity here, and we'll take a look at that. Looks like here any moment now it could be moving into Woodville. We'll have to see if it tracks that far north, but it's really close to Woodville with those winds blowing like they are. I mean, it's possible you could be getting some hail in Woodville right now. Seeing a lot of wind shear in place here, which is really ripping the tops off of those storms as they develop. So they're really spreading out. But this one here is arranged to hold on to some lift. Near Woodville could be some hail there. They have adjusted the box out a bit to go further into Jackson County. New update as of course, looks like 5:28. So just a moment ago, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 6 p.m. for northeastern Marshall, southwestern Jackson, and western DeKalb counties. So now western DeKalb counties. At 5:27, a severe thunderstorm was located over Woodville, or 12 miles west of Scottsboro. Movement east at 40 miles per hour. 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail at 5:10. Of course, quarter-size hail reported in southern Madison County. Areas impacted: Grant, Langston, Martintown, Limrock, Woodville section, Scottsboro, Hollywood, Larkinsville, and Paint Brock. So they have adjusted a little bit further east, looks like on this new track. So let's see what we got here. Looks like it'll be in Swearingen in 10 minutes, Espell approximately 12 minutes, Scottsboro 22 minutes, Davidstown in 25 minutes, Section around 27 minutes, Hancock Crossroads in 27 minutes, Hodge in around 30 minutes. Of course, that far out, not sure if it's going to even extend any further out, so we'll stop right there. There's a possibility. It just depends on what reports we get. I'm going to back up here and leave those tracks up, and we're going to look and see if there's any reports. Sorry about the phone going crazy. We're getting some photos sent in by viewers across the area. Wow, beautiful view of that storm just got sent in. Wow, that is a beautiful shot. Yeah, I'll try to get those up here once I get a break. Let's back up here. Okay. Fife area, you are in, very close to that warning area there. I'm not sure if they included y'all in it just yet. Let me back down. No, y'all were just outside of it, and it looks like to me it's staying kind of north of that of Fife at the moment. It's looking like it's wanting to go more toward Jackson County, honestly. When it moves into DeKalb, if it does, it looks like it's going to move in around Powell, anywhere between Powell, Sylvania, maybe Henniger area. So somewhere in there, Powell, Sylvania, Henniger, at the rate it's moving kind of east. unless it makes more of a southerly track, which right now it's not. Looks like that's the way it would go. Appreciate everybody watching. Again, you can support our channel by DeKalb CWX Cash App. That's the way you can support our channel, help us keep content coming. And I'll put that up again at the end of the video. I don't want to put the whole video about that. So just want to throw that up there in case someone wanted to help support us. We do appreciate it. We got another warning coming up. They may have extended this, so let's see if they did.
The National Weather Service in Huntsville, Alabama has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern.
Something happened to our radar. Bear with me. See why that crashed.
Limestone County in north central Alabama. Central Morgan County in north central Alabama.
This thing's got a mind of its own sometimes. Let me see if I can't get that to open back up.
A severe thunderstorm was located over Priceville, for 8 miles northeast of Hartselle, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour with gusts and quarters.
Sorry about that. A little bit of a crash. New warning coming up. It's going to be with this cell to the west. Oh man, would you get out of here? Here we go.
Redstone Arsenal, Morgan City, Priceville, Eddy, Lacey Spring, Farley, Huntsville International Airport, and Union Grove. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 6:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following counties in Alabama: Madison, Marshall, and Morgan.
All right, so let's track this new cell out. I am keeping an eye on the secondary one there, and this one's looking more intense than any of them has so far. I didn't even pay attention. It could have hail over 1 inch in diameter. That's being mentioned. Yeah, 60 mile per hour wind gusts and $half size hail at 5:33. They literally just updated it. So at 5:33, a severe thunderstorm located over Pottsville or 8 miles northeast of Hartsville. It's moving east at 30. 60 mile per hour wind gusts and $half size hail now. So it has updated just now. Let's track it out to the south, kind of moving southeast. It's not moving very fast. Looks like it'll be around, move it forward, Lacey Springs around 29 minutes, Norton 35 minutes, Hobbs Island in 36 minutes. Man, this thing is not moving very fast at all. Morgan City in 36 minutes, Allen's Crossroads 42 minutes, Elon in 43 minutes, Olander in 45 minutes, Meadowwood 51 minutes, Eddy in 52 minutes, Union Grove 53 minutes, Hebron in 55 minutes, Friendship 55 minutes. We're not going to go much further out because this thing may not extend that far out, so we'll just have to watch it. Let me see if I can't get this thing to get out of the way there so I can move this. So the main areas that's in this warning in Marshall County, Arab, keeping an eye on Arab and Union Grove.
Marshall County is under severe weather storm until...
Stand by, everybody. Let me get this chat up. Okay. This is station 28, standby for bulletin at 5:36. National Weather Service in Huntsville has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Marshall County, southeastern Madison, southeast Limestone, and central Morgan. At 5:33 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Priceville, or 8 miles northeast of Hartselle, moving east at 30 miles per hour. Hazard 60 mile per hour wind gusts and $half size hail. Areas impacted would be Valamoso Springs, Triana, Redstone Arsenal, Morgan City, Priceville, Eddy, Lacey Springs, Farley, Huntsville International Airport, and Union Grove. Station 28, complete bulletin 5:36. This thing has got a huge hail core on it. It's a lot literally south of Triana near Somerville, just to the east of Priceville. Very big hail core showing up on this. Wouldn't doubt at all there being some maybe golf ball to even $50 size hail in this thing. I mean, that's pretty big indicator of some hail with that storm there. So if you're in Marshall County, let me see if I can't get my life together here because there's so many colors. I may have to turn some of these watches and stuff off because there's so many overlays here. Outlooks and monitoring. Let's see. Some scale. I'd like to leave that up. Let's see.
10-4.
I'll figure this thing out one of these days. Okay, so the watches, that's what's taking up so much space. And also, you know what? I'll just leave it on. I'll just have to deal with it. I'm also seeing a bit of an uptick in this cell that's just to the west of Guntersville now. Looks like it's going very close to Guntersville. There could be some embedded hail in there, maybe, nickel size. We're watching that carefully. That one may need to go warned. We are starting to get that boundary a little bit further to the southeast. These storms will, definitely fire up as that boundary and that cold front moves to the southeast. So be ready for that. We are going to start to get in more of a favorable environment for these storms to develop and produce very large hail, especially the ones ahead of the line here. And watching this cell here, it looks like potentially now it is no threat for Fife, no threat for DeKalb County. It's taking a northerly turn and going toward a spell now. So if you're in a spell or on, looks like Highway 72, near North Saudi Refuge, near a spell, you got a big hail core coming your way. There could be some hail, $0.25 to $1 potentially in there. I'm going to lean more toward quarter with some embedded larger hail associated in there. All right, bear with me. I got to switch radios out really quick.
Outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. This storm may intensify, so be certain to monitor a local radio station and available television stations for additional information and possible warnings from the National Weather Service. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 11 p.m. for north central and northwestern Alabama. KI4QVR, Skywarn at control.
Watching, still keeping an eye on this storm here, this south of Guntersville, now showing more hail potential. There could be a warning. More than likely, they'll need a warning out for that one.
The power here next cycle just flicker off and it came right back on.
Roger that. Station 28 Skywarn. I'm looking at a cell near Guntersville, just to the south. It may need warned pretty shortly. Seeing some signs of some large hail in that cell, so we'll probably have a warning go up for areas near Guntersville. Storm's tracking off to the east. We'll put it into DeKalb County. We'll wait and see if there is a warning goes up, but seeing a lot of hail intensifying. That was southwest of Guntersville. Looks like along Highway 69 near Warrenton, Smith Shores area. So we're going to try.
10-4, I'll let you know if there's any more out this way. It's going to go out or what's doing, Chris.
Copy, thanks. 28 standing by. Looks like it's crossing 431 now south of Guntersville, getting very close to it. I do really expect a warning to go up on that.
Hearing boys, we're still there. We're just getting rain now as we speak. 10-4.
Roger, location, please. All right.
Alabama.
Okay, we're now seeing some larger hail near Bluff City. That hail there, rather large. See, that's probably close to golf ball size there near east of Bluff City. That's a very intense signature there on the radar. Probably seeing over $50 size hail in that cell there. Let's see if any updates have came out on that. And still watching for a warning down here near Guntersville. I expect it to possibly go warned at any time. Still $50 size hail, it's saying. That's very large hail, but I would not doubt to see larger hail than that pretty shortly, especially if that thing keeps on intensifying like it is. So that's still going to be in effect for Marshall. I'm watching this storm here near Guntersville. Really shocked a warning hasn't been put out on that yet. Let me adjust my volume on this other radio. It was almost overbearing.
Strong thunderstorm will impact northern Jackson and southeastern Franklin counties through 6:30 p.m. At 5:42.
Okay, this thing will be more than likely going warm very shortly. Very nice hail core showing up on this near Guntersville.
Moving east at 30 miles per hour. Radar indicates wind gusts of 50 to 55 miles per hour.
Okay, we have half-inch hail being reported just to the south of Guntersville now, so that is... Trying to find the location.
Russell Cave National Monument. Fabius.
Okay, it says that hail report was sent out. Trying to get the time on it. Okay, just 1 minute ago, half-inch hail reported south of Guntersville. So this one will probably be warned here pretty shortly. So let's track it out. Let me get a track on it. So we did just get a report of a half-inch hail with this thing, and it looks, radar scope is updating a bit faster than it is at this point. Looks like it's moving off kind of the east-southeast, but the way these cells... Okay.
Thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 6:30 p.m. for northwestern Marshall, southern Madison,
We're going to estimate 40. So it looks like if this thing does continue and it does strengthen and go warned, which it's showing signs of doing exactly that, it will be around McVille in 20 minutes, Rogers in 22 minutes, Whiten in 23 minutes, Painter, that's in DeKalb County, 24 minutes. Of course, Whiten, same difference, DeKalb County. Five Forks in 24 minutes, Kilpatrick in 24 minutes, Lathanville in 28 minutes, and Geraldine in 30 minutes. Also would move into Skirham, just about the same timeline. Around the next 30 minutes or so. And it is extending further north now, so it looks like it's trying to make a southern track, literally, as the radar just updated, right over Albertville now. So you could be seeing some potential half-inch, maybe larger hail approaching Albertville. We got two different parts of the cell now we're going to track out. So it looks like if you're in Kilpatrick, Crossville, Geraldine, Skirham, Whiten, Painter, large area there, need to be watching out. Could see some hail in some of them storms. I'm really shocked that they have not put a warning out on that. So if you're in Albertville, be ready for some hail. Some of it could be pretty large, anywhere between half-inch and maybe inch. A very large hail core now showing up just to the west of Albertville. That is going to be near Rabbittown. Looks like County Road 205, Highway 431. Biggest area of hail, though, is going to be, looks like near, there's no way that says that. Okay, I thought it said hail section line. I was like, there's no way. half section line road. Okay, Northeast Marshall County. That warning has been canceled and is moving further north into Jackson. Warning has been extended out. Looks like it's going kind of towards Scottsboro section, kind of in between and along Highway 72 and 279, moving to the northeast. Yeah, we got one over Albertville coming our way. It could produce anywhere between nickel to quarter-size hail. It hasn't been warned yet. There could be some gusty winds with it.
You need to let us know ahead of time.
I will. I'm worried more about the hail than anything. Look at this resolution. Yeah, it's nothing crazy. Green? I don't doubt it. That storm's producing some big hail. I'm not seeing no crazy winds or anything with it. But that don't mean nothing. Hailing and raining at Spring Garden, the sun out. I'm gonna step back. I'm keeping my eye on that cell there because I expect a warning to go up with it. I'm actually shocked that there hasn't been a warning go up on it yet with the hail showing up that size. We got another report of hail. Oh my gosh, we got golf ball size hail being reported just to the west of Albertville. So we do have a spotter that has reported golf ball size hail to the west of Albertville. So guys, I'm going to step back and put my car under a tree. If you're in Albertville, you may want to do the same because this storm, getting reports of golf ball size hail with this thing, and I would not doubt it. The possibility. So golf ball size hail reported. There needs to be a warning out on this. Treat it like a warning. Lots of lightning. Potential for golf ball size hail that is being reported by a spotter just to the west of Albertville. So the storm could produce golf ball size hail. I think a warning is just now coming up. Stand by for that. Station 28, Skywarn with update at 5:49. Stand by.
Dan Fuller.
The National Weather Service in Huntsville, Alabama has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for eastern Marshall County in northeastern Alabama, southwestern DeKalb County in northeastern Alabama, until 6:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 5:48 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located over Albertville, moving southeast at 60 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour with gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, emergency management.
Be advised that we have got reports.
Marshall County reported quarter-size
We have got reports of golf ball size hail with this storm, but EMA is officially reporting quarter-size hail with this.
damage to roofs.
And I do believe that there is a potential for golf ball size hail with this, no doubt. Especially near Albertville, more than likely going to be getting some hail way larger than quarter size hail. So, yeah, I got to go move my car under a tree. Station 28, Skywarn clear. So, yeah, I'm seeing an easy golf ball size hail with that, no doubt.
KD4 BJ Heavy Marshall County, located in Albertville. We have dime-size hail here at this time.
Dime-size hail being reported near Albertville. We got another warning. Okay, that one's the same one.
As we speak, we're now in Boaz. I'm getting hit with hail now.
I am in Albertville.
Roger
Marshall
that.
County.
What size? We've got dime-size hail being reported near Albertville via a storm spotter. So if you're in Kilpatrick, be ready for this. Albertville, of course, even...
It looks like more like a dime size coming down as we speak.
Copy that. Thanks for the report. Dime size. Okay, so getting reports of dime size. So we have confirmed reports of quarter and dime.
Pea-sized hail right here in Boaz, too. Pea-sized. Pea-sized hail in Boaz.
Copy. All right, so we've got pea-size hail and Boaz, dime-size hail around the Iberville area. Those are confirmed reports. The golf ball size hail one just to the south, just to the west. I haven't got another report like that. In Albertville, we're getting confirmed reports of half-inch. So this storm capable of producing quarter-size hail. So we haven't got any more reports of golf ball size hail yet. So that may have been overestimated. Sometimes, they accidentally overestimate what they're seeing. But 1 inch diameter hail has been observed. I'm not saying that spotter's lying because I did see a peak in the reflectivity scan there when it moved over. So it's very possible they could have got golf ball and it weakened a bit. But big hail core now over Albertville. We do have confirmed reports of pea-size hail to dime-size hail, pea-size in Boaz, dime-size over Albertville. Also another spotter reporting in over Albertville, same difference, dime-size hail. Local EMA reporting quarter-size hail with this storm. So we've got a lot of reports out there. Emergency management at 5:45 p.m. Marshall County EMA reporting quarter-size hail in Guntersville. Areas impacted: High Point, Skirham, Lake Guntersville, State Park, Painter, Whiten, Crossville, Rabbittown, Lathamville, Mickville, and Grant. So if you got a place to put your car, you might want to go ahead and do that just in case. So we are going to step back briefly, going to leave everything up, and we'll keep tracking. And I think that, not sure, I think the radar should still be working. But yeah, I'm going to step back for just a minute, park under a tree.
The National Weather Service in Huntsville, Alabama has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Jackson County in northeastern Alabama until 6:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 5:52 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles north of Skyline, or 18 miles south of Winchester, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard: 60 miles per hour with gusts and quarter-size hail. Source: radar indicated. Impact: hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Bass, Francisco, Princeton, Jericho, Russell Cave National Monument, Fabius, Steel Forks, Sackler, High Top, and Stevenson. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 6:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following county: Jackson, Alabama.
Dime-size hail to 3/4 inch hail, fairly consistent and widespread in Marshall County.
Okay, so now we're seeing some very, very large hail showing up on the Doppler radar now north of Albertville. Possibility of larger than quarter north of Albertville, moving to the east, kind of toward Crossville. It's 28, Station 28 Skywarn back in channel. Had to move my car and also let my parents know that we got some hail coming. So north of Albertville now, getting some spikes up. Looks like around Rabbit Town, approaching Corbinville, along Highway 431 there. Kind of going to the east-southeast. Looks like that hail core would, if it continues, will go kind of toward Kilpatrick, maybe McVille, Double Bridges area, but we do have a warning out.
10-4, I hope everybody's in their safe place at this moment.
Okay, I'm looking at the newest updates here. First size hail, last update. Of course, some 60 mile per hour wind gust also possible. Still locations: High Point, Skirham, Lake Guntersville State Park, Painter, Whiten, Crossville, Rabbit Town, Lathanville, McVille, and Grant.
Eastern Lauderdale, southeastern Colbert, northeastern Franklin, and northwestern Lawrence counties through 6:30 p.m. At 5:58 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking strong thunderstorms along the line extending from 6 miles northeast of Laredo.
So it looks like it'll be in, it's approaching Corbinville right now. McVille in 6 minutes, Kilpatrick 11 minutes, Lathanville 14 minutes, Rodentown is 16 minutes, Crossville in 17, and Skirham in 20.
Littleville, LaGrange, Florence, Russellville, Tuscumbia, Red Rock, Gillen, and Pride Landing. Frequent cloud to ground lightning is occurring with these storms. Lightning can strike 10 miles away from a thunderstorm.
If anyone has any traffic, feel free to pass it along. Everything is open up. Looks like we got some larger hail now south of Albertville, pushing off to the east-southeast. Looks like that would go around anywhere from Kilpatrick to Arona to Liberty, maybe Lathanville, Rodentown. That's the southwest of Cab. Marshall County, of course, looks like the heaviest is over Saratoga, crossing 431 toward Marshall, Double Bridges area. Pretty much it's just slightly east of Albertville at this point and to the south of Albertville. Station 28, Skywarn clear.
For northwestern Marshall, southeastern Madison, and east central Morgan counties. At 5:58 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Morgan City, or 8 miles north of Arab, moving east at 35 miles per hour. Radar indicated 60 mile per hour wind.
Gotta grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Locations impacted include Lazy Spring, Farley, Eden Grove, Owens Crossroads, Whitesburg, Morgan City, Arab, and Huntsville. For your protection, don't interior your room on the lowest floor of a building. KI4 KWR, Skywarn at control.
10-4.
A severe thunderstorm warning for western Morgan and east central Lawrence counties is expired. The storm, which prompted the warning, has weakened below severe limits and no longer poses an immediate threat to life or property. However, small hail and gusty winds are still possible with this thunderstorm.
fine. We've had 64. Okay, come on, get these chimes down. Okay, I'm sorry, everybody. I got so much going on at one time here. Okay. Let's get back to tracking it. Looks like we're already getting some very high winds. Severe thunderstorm, quarter-size hail possible out of that one. National Weather Service in Birmingham has put up a severe thunderstorm warning for areas around, looks like Sardis City, Mountain Borough, Reese City. They mentioned golf ball-size hail possible out of that storm, and that's exactly what I'm seeing. I'm not sure why Huntsville has not updated that to golf ball-size hail, but some 60-mile-an-hour winds also possible along this line of storm. So far, 21 miles per hour is the highest we've got. So let's clear it, track it one more time. Also, Marshall County, don't let me forget about y'all. Y'all got a big hail maker coming in, maybe some 60-mile-an-hour winds, right back over the same areas that just had it. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 6:30 for northwest Marshall, southeast Madison, and east central Morgan counties. At 5:58 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Morgan City, or 8 miles north of Arab, moving east at 35 miles per hour. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and half-dollar size hail possible. Areas impacted: Eddy, Lacey Springs, Farley, Union Grove, Owens Crossroads, Wattsburg, Morgan City, Arab, and Huntsville. Okay, let me get back at channel here.
10-4.
All stations stand by for bulletin severe thunderstorm warning. In effect, remains in effect until 6:30 for northwest Marshall and south central Madison counties. At 6:03 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Morgan City, or 7 miles north of Arab. Movement east at 30 miles per hour. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and half-dollar size hail possible. Locations impacted: Eddy, Union Grove, and Arab. Pretty much this cell's tracking in the same direction the other one is tracking. So if you're in Arab, Guntersville, Albertville, or Boaz, this storm's pretty much going in the same direction. Station 28 Skywarn clear, switching to another radio. Okay, why are we not getting out? Okay, hold on. Wrong radio. All right, so we got ping pong ball size hail now showing up as on the warning box here. 6:05, National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning. It remains in effect till 6:30 for eastern Marshall and southwest DeKalb.
10-4.
Severe thunderstorm located 7 miles north of Reese City, or 10 miles east of Boaz, moving southeast at 50. Ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible. I've been calling that for a while. People and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roof siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roof siding and trees. Areas impacted: High Point, Skirham, Lake Guntersville State Park, Painter, Whiten, Crossville, Rabbittown, Lathanville, Mickville, and Grant. Okay, let me get that information back up once again. This is KO4FUN, the all amateur radio operators. Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 6:30 p.m. for eastern Marshall and southwest DeKalb counties. At 6:04 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located 7 miles north of Reese City, or 10 miles east of Boaz, moving southeast at 50 miles per hour. Hazards: ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Areas impacted: High Point, Skirham, Lake Guntersville State Park, Painter, Whiten, Crossville, Rabbittown, Lathanville, Mickville, and Grant. KO4FUN clear.
VDF.
This is KO4FUN. Go ahead there, Steve. I got you barely.
Just saying thank you for the report. One of those times we're starting to get a little rumbles up here on top of the mountain.
Roger, Steve. Not a problem at all. We haven't really got nothing here yet other than rain and wind. And it kind of looks like the hail core is thankfully going kind of south of us. Looks like it's kind of toward Double Bridges, going toward Arona, maybe Rodentown area. So it's so far, knock on wood, we haven't got any hail here yet.
You're kind of cutting out a little bit. I got most of that. Right now, the wind's starting to blow up here. The skies have got black, of course. Every once in a while, we hear a little rumbling off in the distance. But that's about it so far up here at Lookout.
Roger that. Thanks, Steve. I'll end my traffic here in case we got another station that wants to come in with something. KO4VDF, it's KO4FUN. I'll be standing by.
Chris, 73 will be standing by. Okay, Fred.
Yeah, our traffic's coming in terrible at this point. I'm going to switch antennas real quick, see if that makes a difference. That should make a big difference. KO4VDF, this is KO4FUN. Are you able to pick me up now any better?
Yeah, Chris, I hear you better now.
Roger that. All right, just wanted to know. I switched antennas. This is KO4FUN. I'll be standing by.
Okay, this is KO4VDF.
Looks like this thing is literally right on top of Arona, Double Bridges, Marshall. We are seeing a little bit of a peak there in hail, possibly ping pong ball size, located around County Road 372 near Marshall. That's going to be just to the northwest of Double Bridges. That'll come on across into DeKalb County. Of course, still watching this cell. Thankfully, we haven't had any hail up here. Because the hail has actually stayed just to the north of Kilpatrick, but there is going to be some hail in Kilpatrick pretty shortly. Also, Painter, you're getting some hail there, so I do expect us to see some hail if you're in Crossville, Skirham, maybe even, maybe Geraldine. Looks like it's wanting to stay a little bit south of Geraldine, but still can't rule out some embedded hail, maybe pea-size hail in Geraldine from this. Very heavy rainfall, but it looks like the biggest hail potential now would be here in this circled area. So especially right here where I've circled it kind of like a pin, like a G there. Yeah, if you're near Kilpatrick.
Clean nets don't start till 6:30.
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah, Chris is out there. Give a holler for Chris. He does the reports and stuff. He works with those people.
This is KO4FUN. We don't have a formal net going. Don't have the frameable or nothing, but I am trying to cover it as best I can. Have you got any traffic? Roger that. If you see anything or, any hail or damaging winds or anything, pass it along. I'll be glad to pass it along as well. This is KO4FUN. I'll be standing by. I got to get me a piece of paper in case there is.
Hello, Jeremy. W4FDA. This is W4CTK.
Ah, come on.
W4CTK from W4FDA.
Okay, I think we got some. All right, so now we're seeing a spike when it comes to the hail now around County Road 386, just south of, looks like Highway 168, just around south of Kilpatrick. Pretty good little spike there on the radar, and that's coming to the east. So Cross will be getting some hail. We should be getting some hail shortly as well. But it looks like if you're in Rodentown, Arona, Liberty area, that's where that's heading. And I keep forgetting we got another cell here. I'm so sorry, Marshall County. Coming across, looks like around Neighbors Mill, Scant City, Warrenton, right over Warrenton right now to the east toward Guntersville, Southtown, Mill Village, Lakeview, Crossroads, Buck Island Shores. That's going to cross, looks like U.S. Highway 431 to the east. Looks like it's like literally going to move toward Outer Springs, like right over Guntersville as well. Continuing off to the east, large hail with that one. Not quite as intense as what this one here in our county is in DeKalb, but still some large hail with that one. Let's take a look at that. $50 size hail possible with that one. Let me put this mic up here. Got some mini radios over here. I can't keep up with all of them. Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 6:30 for northwest Marshall and south central Madison counties. At 6:03 p.m., which was a little while ago, a severe thunderstorm was located near Morgan City or 7 miles north of Arab, moving east at 30 miles per hour. 60 mile per hour winds, $50 size hail. Okay, anyway. That's what I wanted to know. 30 miles per hour to the east, southeast. Okay, so that storm is moving, looks like it'll be in Guntersville any minute now. I know it says 11 minutes, but I tracked it a little bit off there. So Guntersville, probably the next few minutes, and Outer Springs, we'll say about 10 minutes because I did track it just a little bit off. So let me track it back a little bit more here. Do a better track on it than what I did. Let's see, 30 miles per hour. All right, so it'll be in Guntersville probably 5 to 7 minutes. Outer Springs, 13 minutes. Martling in 18 minutes. Hustleville in 19 minutes. Let's go down to this cell here in DeKalb. That's really a big cell. There's going to definitely be some hail damage south around Kilpatrick South. Good possibility of that. Considerable damage possible. It says, where is the storms at? This is till 6:30 near Slackland, or 9 miles north of Oaks Bluff, moving southeast at 50 miles per hour. 2-inch diameter hail. Oh my goodness. 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Areas impacted: High Point, Skirham, Lake Guntersville State Park, Painter, Whiten, Crossville, Rabbittown, Lathamville, McMill, and Grant. And I didn't get the... So this thing's producing lime-size hail. That is huge. That is some huge hail.
Yes, you're doing well. I was trying to report, we've had a smattering of hail up here in Henniger, Browntown, marble size, but it's not consistent. It's, dropping a few pellets and then moving on, but just wanted to say the hail is here.
Okay. Marble-size hail.
Correct, yes, sir.
The National Weather Service has still issued a severe thunderstorm warning for south central DeKalb County and northeastern Alabama until 6:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 6:14 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Crossville, or 8 miles east of Boaz, moving southeast at 55 miles per hour.
55 miles per hour.
2-inch hail and 60 miles per hour wind gusts.
This thing is producing some major hail, guys.
At 6:08
Okay.
public reported large hail in Albertville. Impact.
Says Station 28 Skywarn, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for south central DeKalb, northeast Alabama until 6:45. Storm located near Crossville, 8 miles east of Boaz, moving southeast at 55 miles per hour. 2-inch diameter hail has been reported and 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Very large hail being reported at 6:08 p.m. Large hail in Albertville. Take shelter immediately. Get indoors. People animals will be injured if they're not in shelter. So, yeah, that's what I've got right now. Station 28, Skywarn clear, 617. Oh my gosh. This is KO4FUN. I copied that station's traffic about Marble Sides Hill around Browntown and Henniger. I also have a new severe thunderstorm warning is issued out for South Central DeKalb County in northeast Alabama until 6:45. At 6:14 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Crossville, or 8 miles to the east of Boaz. It's moving southeast at 55 miles per hour. 2-inch in diameter hail and 60 mile per hour wind gust. At 6:08, public reported very large hail in Albertville. This is KO4FUN.
KO4FUN, AE4ES.
AE4ES. AE4ES. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I'd like to report some marble size hail up here at Browntown, which is about 7-8 miles out of Henniger.
Roger that. Would that be closer to dime size? I know marbles have multiple sizes to them there. Would you think it'd be closer to marble size? I mean, not marble, but dime size?
Dime size would be adequate. Yes, sir.
Roger that. Thank you very much, sir. It's KO4FUN. Can I get your call again?
Yes, Alpha Echo 4 Echo Sierra. This is Gary. Really in Browntown, which is a little community out here, just inside of Jackson County. Over.
Roger that. Thanks for your report. This is KO4FUN. Okay.
North Central Alabama, Southern Morgan County in North Central Alabama, Southeastern Lawrence County in Northwestern Alabama until 7 p.m. At 6:18 p.m., a severe thunderstorm is located 7 miles southeast of Moulton, moving southeast.
Crossville, also get ready for some of that hail. I'm trying to do things on 2 different radios, plus do a net on another channel, and do this. So I've got my hands full today.
Baldwin, Falkville, Speak, Cold Springs.
Probably the busiest I've been since a few years. Okay, and that's going to be with that little cell right there over Henniger. I'm not going to really consider that as priority. He did report dime, but at this point, we've got, a lot bigger problems. But I guess I do need to go ahead and report it out. But I hate to tie up the frequency for that. I will probably, let me pass this along real quick. Maybe someone in EMA can help me out. Station 28, Skywarn, can I get somebody to pass some info to EMA for me? Because I hate to tie our frequency up with a dime-size hail report at this time. But we have report. If someone could take this note down. I think everybody left. Oh, come on. Oh, man. Looks like it's up to me. Okay. It's my job to report it, so either way, I got to do it, and I got to do it quick. Yes, ma'am. I'm a amateur radio operator, and I have some information I just sent along to you. We've got a report just now by one of our spotters of dime-size hail. It's going to be near Browntown and Henniger in DeKalb County.
You remember it's spring cold front. Temperatures dropping. There is lightning still.
Sorry, that radio's going off there. Was you able to get that down? Okay, thank you very much. I don't want to hold you up too long. No problem. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, now we've probably got hail falling here too, so, oh my gosh. All right, guys, stand by. Copy. Station 28 just reported in dime-sized hail near Browntown and Henniger to direct National Weather Service office. And now we've got some hail falling here. All right, guys, I've got to go see what size hail this is, so bear with me. Oh, we got hail falling here. What size is that? Okay, that's pea-sized hail falling here in at our station. So let me get that report put up too, and it should come up. I'm so sorry. I've got like so many things going on at one time. I'm trying my best to cover everybody. Okay, back to it. I have not been this busy in years. Oh my goodness. I've got so much going on, my brain can't even think. Station 28 Skywarn, let me advise we've got pea-sized hail here in Skura. That's going to be near Highway 227, just to in between Crossville Geraldine. Okay, so bad news for everybody. We got another one coming in behind this one. So yeah, don't let your guard down. I'm seeing some hail in this storm potentially up to golf ball size. That's what I'm seeing by these spikes. These blue colors. That's going to be near George Wallace Drive in Marshall County near Albertville, just to the north of Albertville. And this one may actually come a little bit closer to where I'm at. But it's tracking off to the east-southeast, and that's going to be until 6:30. Got a few more minutes out. Severe thunderstorms located near Slackland or 9 miles north of Oaks Bluff, moving southeast at 50 miles per hour, 2-inch diameter hail, and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. New warning. Oh, my gosh, a new warning. Are you serious? I just got that one up. 70-mile-per-hour wind gust? Oh my gosh. Just gets better and better. New warning, there may be some 70-mile-an-hour gusts in that one. Okay, so 70-mile-per-hour wind gust potential and ping pong ball size hail. And that's going to be with this new storm. So that's going to be coming into DeKalb County. That's the one I was just talking about. This one's near Crossville, producing some hail as well, but it's moving on to the south, kind of southeast, near Collinsville. Looks like y'all might get some hail there. It's just along I-59 there near Hendricksville, right on top of Hendricksville currently. Gosh. Traffic, Station 28, all stations stand by. We're under one now that can produce 70-mile-an-hour winds for here. That's what's coming up right now. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. That's this warning here. Hang on, give me a second. Yeah. It's not moving very fast.
Central Daylight Time.
It's not moving very fast.
25 p.m. Central Daylight Time. A severe thunderstorm was located over Albertville, moving southeast at 20 miles per hour. Hazard, 70 miles per hour in gusts and ping-pong ball-sized hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, people and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs.
I may have to take shelter because I don't think our mobile home can handle 70 mile per hour winds.
Wind damage is also likely.
Yeah, go ahead and get them down shelter. But don't be in a rush. It's not moving that fast.
High Point, Skirrup, Lake Guntersville State Park, Painter, Wheaton, Crossville, Rabbit Town, Lassonville, Bigville, and Geraldine. For your protection, move to an interior room on the
All right, come on, hurry up with the warning.
Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 7:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following counties in Alabama.
This is KO4FUN, all amateur radio operators. National Weather Service Huntsville has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Marshall County and northeast Alabama, southwestern DeKalb County and northeast Alabama until 7:15. Stand by.
The National Weather Service in Huntsville, Alabama has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northern Marshall County in northeastern Alabama.
Okay, I need that to mute. All right, sorry about that. Didn't want that weather alert coming in on the on here. Severe thunderstorm was located over Albertville, moving southeast at 40 miles per hour. Hazard 70 mile per hour wind gusts to ping pong ball size hail. Radar indicated people and animals, of course, outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Areas impacted: High Point, Skirrum, Lake Guntersville State Park, Painter, Whiten, Crossville, Rabbit Town, Lathamville, McVille, and Geraldine. This is KO4FUN. Is there a station that could possibly take over for me if I do need to take shelter? This is KO4FUN. Call now.
84ES, I can help out.
Roger that. Control recognizing AE4ES. Gary, I believe that's your name. I may be wrong.
Yes, sir. That's correct.
All right, I do appreciate it. This is KO4FUN. Okay. All right, guys. So I don't know. I'm trying to debate on whether to take shelter with this or not. It looks like the highest of the winds is going to be near Boaz, honestly. I mean, that's what I'm seeing by this reflectivity scan. And I need to look at one other, so bear with me. So I can make my decision whether I'm going to take shelter with this one or not.
You're going to have some help.
Okay, it looks like the highest winds are going to be over Boaz. Okay, so we're going to get some gusty winds up here, but it looks like where those 70 mile per hour winds will be like right over Boaz. And I also see broad rotation with that storm too, over Boaz currently. And it's moving southeast towards Sardis. So I think we should be okay. Let me look at one more thing. Just hold on a minute. Okay, hold on. We're going to get some gusty winds here, but I believe the 70 mile an hour will be south of us. So we should be fine. Okay? We should be fine. We should be fine. Okay? Just trust me. We should be fine at the moment. Okay. We will get some hail. We will get some high winds.
AE4ES.
Oh my gosh, it's so hard to make a decision with these storms. But I swear it's moving further south of us. Yeah, it looks like there is rotation near Boaz. It's broad rotation. Sorry, guys, I've got a million things going on at once. I know there's probably a lot of people wondering what's going on. Bear with me. I'm trying my best here. One person, but there is some broad rotation over Boaz right now with this storm. It's moving off to the east-southeast. We could have some potentially damaging winds all the way up to Crossville.
More front hail are coming down. It's 2 times harder this time.
hold on, everybody. Anyway, we could get some damaging winds, you know, anywhere from Geraldine to Crossville.
Sounds like it is dime size as we speak.
Geraldine to Crossville to Skirham. We could get some gusty to damaging winds, maybe some hail. But the best potential, you know, honestly, for the damaging winds will be around Boaz to the southeast. Hail has really weakened out with this storm. We did get a report of dime-size hail. So let me see if I can get that back up. My radio shut down on me here. Station 28, station reporting. Can you report again? Station 28 to station reporting. I got dime-size hail. Didn't copy location. Can you repeat?
Location is Boaz, Alabama. Dime size hail coming down.
Received. Boaz, dime-size hail. Got it wrote down. Thanks for the report. Station 28 clear, 633.
10-4.
All right, so I do see some broad rotation still, and that's more likely due to that, you know, big hail core that's on this thing. It looks like it's right on top of Sardis City right now, moving on to the southeast. So currently moving south of Marshall County, but if you're in Boaz, you probably got some destructive winds or high winds. I'm not able to look at one of the cameras at the moment, and Sardis City as well. And let me let them know that I'm still standing by. This is KO4FUN. I'm still standing by. I just want to let everybody know.
KB4 EMA, do you have a net up at the moment?
KB4 EMA. This is KO4FUN. No net up at this time.
Roger. Bear with me. I'm standing by here if anybody has severe weather reports. I've just walked in the building down here at the EMA office. W4LJH at the control station of KB4 EMA.
Roger that. Thank you very much, Jake. And I will pass everything over to you at this point. It's KO4FUN. I'll be standing by. All right, so we've got an EMA now on the line. Thank gosh. I wasn't sure that I could handle much more of that by myself. Okay, thank goodness. Thanks, Jake, at the EMA office, or at the EMA office currently. Anyway, let's get back to it. That storm there producing the hails now moved to the south. That's the secondary storm now near Collinsville to the south. So far, we've got pea-size hail around Boaz reported. Dime-size hail around Boaz. We have not had confirmed reports of ping-pong ball-size hail. This storm has weakened dramatically, and it looks no longer favorable to be producing ping-pong ball-size hail. So I'm going to say embedded hail anywhere from quarter to dime. Lots of heavy rainfall, and of course the damaging winds would have been just to the south or right around Boaz. Let me pull that scan up one more time here. And yeah, that's a pretty good signature right there. And I ended up hitting the wrong thing again. Okay, so we do have a broad area here of some rotation, very broad, near Sardis City right now. So that's where the highest of the winds are at. They pass to the southeast of Boaz, like just to the east of Boaz currently, right on top of, looks like, I cannot hardly name those out, Bruce Road, Ellis Road, to the southeast, and of course that is also going to be impacting the far southwest corner of DeKalb, around County Road 431, County Road 2, County Road 479, also toward the Kilpatrick area and around, I believe that's going to be Double Bridges area, if I'm thinking straight. Let me make sure. Yeah, there's Double Bridges. South of Double Bridges is where this is at currently. So that's where the highest winds are. They're now entering into, looks like the northern parts of Cherokee County. The National Weather Service in Birmingham issued a severe thunderstorm warning, which remains in effect until 6:45 for northeastern Etowah County, 6:32 p.m. Ooh, golly, I don't know what that was. Severe thunderstorm was located near Boaz, moving southeast at 50 miles per hour. Golf ball size hail, 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Public reporting. So as I've been telling everybody for a while, this thing looked like it was capable of producing golf ball size hail. And we finally had a report. But highest of the winds now is entering into the northern parts around Sardis City, Mountain Borough area. That's moving off to the southeast. Of course, let me look at this real quick. Looks like areas around Gadsden, Mountain Borough, Boaz, and Gadsden is going to be where this is at currently. So if you're in northeast, okay, let me get my brain back. Sorry, lost train of thought there. Okay, so if you're in Kilpatrick, of course, you're getting some hail from this. Highest of the winds are south of you currently. Still could get some gusty, brief damaging winds. Won't rule that out. But it's looking like most of the damaging wind threat south of us, south around all the way into it's like the Gadsden area to the north. Kilpatrick, you got some hail signature showing up there. Of course, anywhere between Kilpatrick and Arona. Looks like that's going to be County Road 479. So if you're along County Road 479, you probably got anywhere between dime and quarter size hail, I'm going to say. And that's tracking on off to the east, southeast. Looks like around Lathanville and Rodentown, maybe Liberty next. But then this storm will move south and get on out of here. It's really cooled down outside. It's 56 degrees at the station, so it's really cooled down. And these storms have been some big hail makers, but we do have some more to the west that I'm watching. So we're not done just yet. Unfortunately, there is more. And this is due to this system kind of stalling out. I mean, it's kind of stalled out. It's not moving a lot. So this may be something we have to keep watching, depending on if the atmosphere has been, taken out enough by these storms here. And I will go ahead. I call them supercells, of course, and that's what they were. These were supercells. These were producing some very large hail.
This is KB4 EMA at the DeKalb County Emergency Operations Center in downtown Fort Payne. My name is Jake. My personal call sign is Whiskey 4 Lima Japan Hotel. Currently operating this evening under KB4 EMA here at the DeKalb County Emergency Operations Center. At this time,
now let's take a moment.
Postpone or suspend our practice net as we have severe weather actually in the area.
Quarter size hail in Valley Head. Thanks for that report.
County emergency net in response to severe thunderstorms moving into our area. This net provides emergency support backup support for the local government agencies.
Station 28 Skywarn had a report.
And all traffic should be directed to net control.
And my chat just went down. Stand by.
Normal amateur use of the W4DGH stroke R repeater is suspended for the duration.
Okay, Brenda, can you give me an idea where that golf ball size hail was at? My chat just stopped. Okay, never mind. It's coming back up now. Yeah.
10-4.
All right, so we got all those reports passed along to Huntsville. EMA has now took over the net on our frequency, which I was attempting to do and give the reports out. So now the DeKalb County EMA, KB4 EMA, has took over the net. So I did have a report just then of golf ball size hail. I believe it was around Hartselle. So Station 28, be clear. Albertville.
Please call now.
I can't believe I did all.
Did you say that was golf ball size hail?
This is Kilo 4, Romeo Echo November, and the storm's basically already passed me.
That's correct.
Thank you for the report, Karen. I've got you checked.
Ah, come on. Are you serious? Radio, you would pick the perfect time to do that. Sorry, my radio powered off there for a second. Station 28, Skywarn report. It's going to be on County Road 117, County Road 751 is where that was at. Some of it was golf ball size hail, they said. But the storm is now moving south and southeast, but we still see some stuff to the west of Marshall County we're going to need to watch. And that was Albertville.
KM4GJS, David.
10-4. Still got what appears to be a horseshoe formation in Boaz around the Walmart area, moving southeast. It looks pretty menacing. It appears to be turbulent in nature because there's a lot of circulation going on.
Yeah, Roger. They said not all the hail was golf ball. It was kind of mixed in between, off of 117, and we got another warning just went up.
Source, radar indicated. Impact, people and animals.
Alpha Echo 4, Echo Sierra.
Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and
This is Whiskey 4, Yankee Papa X-ray, yard here.
Here in Boaz, it's more like a musty, gray, dark clouds.
move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building.
Roger. Station 28, Sky Warren advised. I just got another report. I'm trying to find it. Every time my chat quits. Okay. We did get an unconfirmed report of lightning that possibly hit a house around Sylvania. I just wanted to pass that along too. It's unconfirmed. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we got another warning, and that's going to be due to this storm coming across Marshall County. So yeah, it's not over with yet, guys. It's going to be continuously busy, it looks like. Okay. Let me get my life together here. All right, so all stations stand by. National Weather Service in Huntsville has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northern Marshall County and northeast Alabama, southwestern Jackson County and northeast Alabama, southern Madison County and north central Alabama, west central DeKalb County and northeast Alabama, east central Morgan County and north central Alabama until 7:15. At 6:27 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located over Redstone Arsenal, moving east at 45 miles per hour. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Areas impacted: Huntsville, Limrock, Valamoso Springs, Marshall Space Flight Center, Morgan City, Larkinsville, Wattsburg, Dutton, Paint Rock, and Grant. Station 28 clear bulletin at 6:45 p.m. So we got another storm. And another one. Oh my gosh.
I meant to say 10-4. Confirmed.
I'm going to need a vacation after this. Okay, another severe thunderstorm warning for southwest Marshall County and northeast Alabama, northeastern Coleman County and north central Alabama, southeastern Morgan County and north central Alabama. Until 7:30 at 6:40, a severe thunderstorm was located near Holly Pond, or 8 miles east of Coleman, moving east at 45 miles per hour. Ping pong ball size hail possible and 60-mile-per-hour wind gust. Areas impacted: Falon, Walter, High Point, Baileyton, Horton, Arab, Hulaco, Douglas, Holly Pond, and Eddy.
10-4.
All stations stand by for a bulletin of National Weather Service Huntsville, Station 28 Skywarn. Severe thunderstorm warning issued out for. Sorry, I've got so much going on, guys. Severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Marshall County and northeast Alabama, northeastern Coleman County and north central Alabama, and southeastern Morgan County and north central Alabama. Until 7:30 at 6:40 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Holly Pond, or 8 miles east of Coleman, moving east at 40 miles per hour. Hazard: ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible. Areas impacted: Falon, Walter, High Point, Baileyton, Horton, Arab, Hulaco, Douglas, Holly Pond, and Eddy. And yes, that is a second storm. Station 28, clear traffic, 647. It's not over with yet, Jake. As bad as I wish it was. All right, let's look at comments here.
This is Kilo India 4, Whiskey Juliet
10-4.
4, WJG, Stephen Anderson.
Okay, so fire truck headed towards Sylvania from Henniger. Okay, so it's obviously definitely been confirmed then that there has been lightning hit a house. So we do have reports now at Station 28 Skywarn. We do have reports, official confirmation that lightning has hit a house somewhere in Sylvania. We got fire trucks headed that way, and now we got something else. Stand by.
10-4.
The National Weather Service in Huntsville, Alabama has issued a severe thunderstorm.
I think this is the last batch. Central Marshall County now under a warning. This is Station 28 immediate broadcast severe thunderstorm warning for Central Marshall County in northeast Alabama, southwestern DeKalb County in northeast Alabama, and east central Marshall County in north central Alabama. At 6:46 p.m., a severe thunderstorm warning. Okay, you know what? I'm going to let them finish it.
Hazard 60 miles per hour with gusts and quarter-size hail. Source public. At 6:40 p.m., quarter-size hail was reported in Huntsville. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected.
Okay, hopefully everybody heard that. Areas impacted: Valamoso Springs, Geraldine, Lakeview, Guntersville, Hopewell, Florette, Union Grove, Chigger Hill, Whiten, and Morgan City. Station 28 clear, 648.
Union Grove, Chigger Hill, Whitten, and Morgan City. And that runs until 7:15 this evening.
I had to turn all that down. I was about to lose my mind. Okay, so we have the most intense storm I'm going to focus on right now. It's going to be the one moving toward Cherokee Ridge and central Marshall County. That was moving to the east toward Union Grove, and I do believe we did have a public report of quarter-size hail with that one, if I wasn't mistaken. So many radios going off at once. That one was public reported. Yep, at 6:40 p.m., quarter-size hail was reported in Hartselle with this storm. Areas impacted, of course, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible from this. Areas impacted: Valamoso Springs, Geraldine, Lakeview, Guntersville, Hopewell, Florette, Union Grove, Chigger Hill, Whiten, and Morgan City. So that's the one we're watching now. The good news is it looks like this is possibly going to be it. Fingers crossed. I know everybody else is probably crossing their fingers too. Like, hey, let's hope and pray that, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Let's hope and pray that this is the end of it. Let me back up here and take a look in Columbus Air Force Base in Georgia. Looks like, okay, we got a really nice outflow boundary. A lot of this is formed off of an outflow boundary, it looks like. And this could possibly, this could be the end of it. There's our cold front, which is responsible for all this. But I won't call it over and done with just yet because our cold front's still to the northwest. And there could still be potential for more development, as you're seeing right here, more development. So I won't call it quits yet, but we might get a break, just a little bit of a break for a little while anyway. So that would be good if we could. So I haven't seen this. I have not ever seen this many warnings on radar at one time, I don't think. It's like an absolute mess. But if you're in Union Grove, Cherokee Ridge areas, and the western portions of Marshall, you're going to be getting some hail, possibly up to quarter-size hail with that. And I see a interesting little thing.
Thunderstorm warning until 8 p.m.
Yep. Station 28 received. My concern right now is going to be with this station near Cherokee Ridge. It's going to be western Marshall County. It's moving toward Union Grove. That one looks like it has some pretty good size hail. Public did report quarter size hail with it. And it does have a nice little hail core moving off to the east. Looks like toward Union Grove. That one really has my attention more than any of them at this point.
This is KB4EMA, W4LG. Go ahead.
10-4.
Usually don't pass this kind of traffic, but Karen
10-4.
has posted a picture on our Telegram.
Let me go
And it
look.
looks like she got some hailstones, about 7/8 of an inch in diameter. Just thought I'd pass that along.
All right, now everybody that sent hail photos, if you got hail, please send them in to me. I will pass them along. Of course, Huntsville, even after the storm, they want to see this stuff. So I will send that in to them. Bear with me. I've got a ton of things going on at once. We're just now calming down just a little bit for the moment. But I will get back with everybody that sent photos, and I will post them up. What in the world?
But now that was probably a good 15 minutes ago.
Stomped on by somebody, I think, on Tower Hill. Where was that at?
Sand Valley area.
Sand
About
Valley.
a half mile off of County Road 39, close to Dutch Springs.
Okay, so it's going to be, yeah, that's about right. That's south of us.
Sorry, I'm about a half mile off 227 on County Road 39.
Okay.
Valley Head, is that right?
Sand Valley. KB4 EMA, says KL4 FUM. Maybe I can relay for her. I believe she said Sand Valley. Sand Valley. Scale 4 FUN.
There, I missed that part of that. That was probably it. Thank you so much. I'll get that relayed into the National Weather Service. Thank you.
No problem. KL4 FUN. So everybody wondered what it's like to be a storm tracker, storm spotter, ham operator, and all that. Well, there you go. You're getting to see what it's like when we're really busy. And I'm still watching that storm near Union Grove. Reason I'm only focusing on it, don't think that I don't, that I'm
What
not.
I got, she said that she was on County Road 39, just off of 227, is what I thought she said. The poor Lafayette.
Yeah, Sand Valley area, unless she corrected it, and I didn't catch that part. New warning coming out.
Right there. W4 LJH here at KB4 EMA.
Come on. I know it's in there. I just got the notification. Station 28, all stations stand by for bulletin.
10-4.
Okay, and also seeing a nice cell now on top of Boaz. Some pretty good size hail, maybe quarter size on top of Boaz.
The National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Jackson County in
Jackson County.
northeastern Madison County in north central.
Confirming heavy rain and slight hail coming down with it, flash lightning, in Boaz, Alabama.
Roger that. What size hail? I'm seeing a nice hail core just to the west of Boaz.
In central daylight time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Trenton to near Biscuit to near Woodville.
Okay.
Southeast at 65 miles per hour. Hazard 60 miles per hour with gusts. Source, broadcast media. At 6:45 p.m., media reported trees down in Hazel Tree.
Dime-sized hail mixed with heavy rain.
The storm is moving southeast.
We got trees reported down.
Expects damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted the
Just saw a report that there's a golf ball size hail report in Holly Pond with that storm in that area.
brutally. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of the building.
Roger, Station 28 received the down south hail report at 6:56 by a station on the radio here, and then that other report just now, and also a report of trees down just a few minutes ago with this new warning. I'm trying to get that up. Media reported trees down in Hazeltree. I'm really wondering if they meant Hazel Green, because I have never heard of Hazeltree. So we're just going to say Hazel Green, okay? If I'm wrong, correct me. Yeah, this is due to an outflow from the storms moving southeast. So keep in mind, these storms can produce some destructive winds, especially when we've got, they're weakening out. I'm noticing they are weakening out. They are producing some downdraft outflows. You could get some destructive winds along those outflows. So be aware of that.
Continuing to take check-ins or reports of severe weather. Anyone with significant reports of severe weather can call KB or EMA, or if anybody would like to check in, you can please call in.
For your protection, move to an
Oh, come on. Sorry, guys. It looks like my chat or my radar is crashed.
Here, Scott, mobile at the moment.
10-4.
Okay, we're back.
The National Weather Service
10-4.
Thank you, before KK Scott, have you checked in as well?
Frida, are you asking why did they go off or why didn't they go off? I'm kind of confused. I think it says did the sirens go off, but the chat has moved out of the way now. I can't see it again. Can you type it one more time?
46 p.m. Central Daylight Time. A severe thunderstorm was located.
Okay, so this one's a big hail maker that's about to go into Guntersville. And keep in mind, just because these look weak, these are producing outflows. So when they weaken and they've got this kind of hail in them, they've got a big time updraft. But that updraft is built thousands and thousands of feet up into the air, and even potentially over exploding, which would be into the lower parts of the atmosphere. And when they weaken that dramatically, all that air has to come back to the ground. Hail, wind, air, all that has to come back to the ground. And as it does, it can produce easily 60, 70, even 80. I mean, I've heard of 100-mile-an-hour wind gusts with downbursts like that. So they can be as destructive or worse than a tornado. And that's what we're getting reports of now. Of course, not 100-mile-an-hour winds, but we have got reports of some damage to the north here around Hazel Green.
Southeast at 55 miles an hour, running until 8 p.m. this evening. Expect the damage to the roof, siding, and trees possible. Areas impacted: Higdon, Ider, Larkin, Bridgeport, Pisgah, and Rosalie.
And that warning is going to be along these winds here.
On the northern end of the county now, too, out of Jackson County. This is KB4 EMA standing by for any reports of severe weather.
It's going to be along that boundary, that outflow. Pretty sure of it. Check. There we go. Okay, so we've got some damaging winds now. Looks like coming through Scottsboro, Hollywood. Those are going to be on up there. Langston section. That's all going to be due to that downburst wind. So be ready for that. Hollywood, Scottsboro section, Langston, Dutton, Pisgah. You've got some destructive winds. Also Ider, moving eventually into Pisgah, Dutton section. Henniger,
Southeastern Marshall and southwestern DeKalb counties. The storm
Powell, Pennsylvania.
Has weakened below severe limits and is no longer posing an immediate threat to life or property. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. However, small hail and gusty winds are still possible with the thunderstorm.
Now, that is going to be the storms to the south that we was just dealing with around Crossville, Kilpatrick, Boaz. That's going to be that area right there, Albertville and Boaz. You're not in that warning, but you have another storm to the west that we're watching. It's possible that you could get some of that. I'm not really sure. I'm watching it really quick. Yeah, you may get some of that, but right now, if you're in Albertville, if you're in Boaz, you're not in that warning area. If you're in Crossville, you're not in a warning. If you're in Skirham, Kilpatrick, you're not in a warning. But if you're in Geraldine, Lakeview areas, Guntersville, Union Grove, you're under a warning. That storm producing some large hail. We just got a report sought by emergency management. Oh my gosh. We just got reports of 2.25 inch diameter hail. That's unconfirmed. But we did get, that is extremely large hail. Let me see when that came out. That came out at, okay, that was an hour ago, so disregard that one. Disregard that one. It's not current. Okay, those are all old reports. Okay, sorry. They're old reports. Okay, this one is the closest that we've got, and it was public reported. I'm going to say that is close to golf ball size hail. Of course, that was just a while ago with that cell that moved to the south of us. Okay, so that was north of Gadsden is where those reports were at. So some large hail came through there as well. I'm looking for newest updates, but we don't have any new updates. These are all old. So that is some good news. All right, so what we're going to focus on right now is those damaging winds coming into, of course, let me get this out of here. So those are already on top of Langston section, Dutton and Pisgah. Those could be 60 miles per hour. Potentially that's the storm that's got my attention right now. That was by Broadcast Media. Severe thunderstorm warning for Jackson and northeast Alabama, northeastern Madison County and north central Alabama, northeastern DeKalb County and northeastern Alabama, southeastern Lincoln County and middle Tennessee, and southern Franklin County and middle Tennessee. At 6:53, severe thunderstorm was located along a line extending from near Trenton to near Pisgah to near Woodville, moving southeast at 55 miles per hour. 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Broadcast Media at 6:45 p.m. reported trees down in Hazeltree. This is due to an outflow from storms. Areas impacted: Limrock, Jericho, Elora, Higdon, Ider, Larkin, Bridgeport, Francisco, Pisgah, and Rosalie. Okay, Hazeltree. Somebody please tell me if that's legit. It should show up on my map here. But if Hazeltree's a thing and they had trees down in Hazeltree, that's kind of something else. But anyway, we'll worry about that later. We got some really high winds showing up around Hollywood and Scottsboro. Those winds there could be 60 plus. I'm going to look at it through another radar that's got a wind, a little bit of an estimated wind tool on it. And it can kind of give me an estimated reading on how high those winds are in that cell there. So let's have a look at that. Secondary. We've got some 40s, 50s. These are estimated. Again, these are not to the T. 50 miles per hour estimated going toward Hollywood. Of course, they could be higher than that, or they could be slightly lower, but more than likely, possibly slightly lower than that. Now, near Scottsboro, we got some higher winds than 50 showing up. Let me stop the radar and go back to that loop. Okay, so we have 53 miles per hour going towards Scottsboro.
EMA with the DeKalb County Severe Weather Net.
So 40s and 50s in there, and maybe 60.
We still have a severe thunderstorm warning for the northern end of the county coming out of Jackson County along the line extending from Trenton down through the county to at least Pisgah area and then back to the Woodville area. Anyone with severe weather reports, please call for KB4 EMA.
Okay, so these damaging winds, gusty to damaging winds, and I don't know why it's not showing up because they just put a warning out unless that has canceled. Okay, I think that warning has actually canceled. We'll look at it again here in a minute. But could be some damaging winds coming in. Of course, Section, Langston, Dutton, more than likely. That's the areas. I'll say Pisgah, Dutton, Section now, Langston, that'll push on to the southeast. Eventually, possibility of it making into Fife, Shiloh, Rainsville, Powell, and Sylvania. Of course, the warning box goes for the areas around Henniger, Ider areas, Shiloh. So if you're in them areas, you are under a warning. But also, just because you're outside of it, around Powell, Rainsville, Shiloh, and Fife, don't let your guard down. These winds are also coming your way. They're actually going kind of south, south-southeast direction. So let's draw that out and they're wanting to move in kind of a south-southeasterly direction. And that's going to be due to terrain. They're, interacting with terrain, and then we got these storms back here that's going to influence the direction of them, kind of push them to the east, southeast direction. So that is where they're going. So it could get pretty rough up there. More than likely, it's getting, really rough up there around Scottsboro and Hollywood right now. So we'll take a moment and get the high res up, and I bet you can't even see the wind. You can't. It looks like there's nothing there. Looking over Langston section and Dutton and Pisgah, looks like there's nothing there, but there is. So let's back it out. Good news. The thunderstorm in Guntersville, the warning that was up is now canceled.
Service is going to allow the severe thunderstorm warnings to expire at 7:15.
Okay.
Storms that prompted the warning have
Good.
to the point that they are no longer meeting the threshold for a severe thunderstorm.
So it looks like our atmosphere may be finishing up.
Small hail and, of course, lightning and wind, gusty winds are still possible, but it is not going to be under severe warning. And I believe at that time that's going to bring us down to no active warnings unless they issue something else between now and then. If anybody would like to check out, we are definitely past our normal net time. If anybody would like to check out...
Storm Prediction Center, looking at the outlook right now, the Storm Prediction Center has no tornado outlook for North Alabama whatsoever, unless there's something that my computer is missing. I'm looking at several different outlooks out for today, and I don't see any threat of tornadoes at all for North Alabama. Valley Head, nothing going on in Valley Head just yet, but we're watching those winds to the north, and we will see. Let me refresh my radar. It's still wanting to put that warning up, but it's done. It's already been canceled. The good news, our atmosphere may be worked over at this point.
Scott checking out, Mrs. Kelly checking out, and Mr. Gary checking out. I have y'all marked as security checked out. If we have anything else pop up, I will recall.
All right, guys. Let me know how I did. I would really appreciate it. Also, of course, we're not wrapping it up yet, but if you would like to send a thank you donation, there's a way you can do that. Cash App, there it is. And we're going to sit back here and continue to track until we know that it's pretty much over with. But, we are starting to kind of cool down a bit. Thanks to all these storms, our atmosphere is probably pretty worked over at this point. But again, if you can't donate, I know things are hard. Don't worry about it. You can like it, share the content, share it on. That'll help, get the word out. So, don't feel bad if you can't. I know there's a lot of people that's hitting it hard nowadays, but if you can, awesome. I'm not picky. $1, whatever. I'm happy for it. So it helps us keep things going here, keep our operations up. So we do appreciate it. I'm looking at the comments still, not seeing really nothing else there. So we'll look at the radar one more time. And Valley Head, nothing at this time. And let me check that warning, see if it's still up. Okay, so yeah, I think it's still up until 8 o'clock. Let me mention that to him. KB4EMA, this is KO4FUN.
KB4EMA, go ahead, Chris.
Just wanted to throw something to you there. Are you not still seeing that severe thunderstorm warning in effect? Looks like for the northeastern portion of DeKalb County until 8 o'clock.
I am not seeing that one. Bear with me here. I may have missed that one. I thought that all the ones that I had seen, they were canceled, but I may miss one, so stand by here, then I will not shut her down until I confirm that. KB4EMA is standing by for any severe weather reports. Stand by with me here till I figure that one out.
Roger that, KB4EMA. You're good. I'll be standing by. KO4FUN.
This is KO4VDF, Steve. I'm back online. Right now, we got nothing up here on top of Luther Mountain.
Awesome. I like to hear that.
Dave, I got you marked as back. Thank you, sir.
Station 28, all stations on Skywarn here. I wanted to advise you, our atmosphere may be a bit worked over. We will continue to monitor stuff. I am still watching a cell that is near Albertville, and we're currently talking back and forth with KB4 EMA at the Emergency Management Agency, EOC building in DeKalb County. We're kind of confused at the moment whether there's still a warning in effect for DeKalb County. I wanted to ask y'all's opinion. I'm still seeing it here. They was securing the net, but I've got notification that we're under a severe thunderstorm warning for northeast DeKalb County until 8 o'clock. Is there any station that can confirm that? We're having some problems confirming it, it looks like. But I'm still showing it entering into Ider and Henniger right now. So if you're in Ider and Henniger, those winds coming right at you right now. That's what I'm seeing on my radar. And that, oh, come on. Looks like the thing crashed again. Back up. Sorry about that. Can anybody translate Spanish? Just curious. I had a person send a text in there. Can anybody translate Spanish to English? And if not, let me see if I can't copy it. Yeah, I'll just do that. Let me copy the text. It won't let me do that. Of course it won't. Okay. Bear with me. I'm going to try to translate that.
Before EMA, Chris, it looks like you were right. They still do have that one issue for Jackson County that includes just a sliver of DeKalb County. It looks like maybe Ider on the north end.
Yep.
And maybe around Buck's Pocket still on the severe warning. I must have missed that one. I apologize for that. But with that said, I'll leave the net up until we get confirmation if they're going to expire that one or what. With that said, KB4 EMA is standing by for any reports of severe weather, any damages, anything relevant to pass along to the National Weather Service. KB4 EMA standing by.
Says KO4FUN. Not a problem. They had a lot of warnings up. So it's all good. It's KO4FUN. All right, we just got confirmation. This is Station 28 Skywarn. Just got confirmation that warning is still going until 8 o'clock. So I know there was a ton of warnings up, and it got a little bit confusing. But we did confirm it, and they confirmed it as well. So our net's staying up on 147.270 until that warning cancels. Station 28 be clear at 7:15. Anyone has any reports, pass them along.
10-4.
All right. Translate to English. I hope this is correct. It says we have a special weather statement regarding a strong thunderstorm that can reach 20,000 feet in height from the determined clouds in Isabela, Puerto Rico. A lot of lightning strikes cannot be ruled out with that. Oh, Puerto Rico. I don't even know if this thing translated that correctly, so forgive me if it didn't. But thanks for watching me for Puerto Rico. Yeah, AJ, you're right. They was talking about Puerto Rico. I just translated it through. I was able to grab it with my mouse and move it and translate it up to Copilot. So, yeah, they were talking about Puerto Rico. Yeah, I think you might be on the wrong frequency or the wrong live stream by accident. But anyway, it's all good. Thanks for watching from Puerto Rico. Anyway, I do appreciate it. You guys be safe over there in Puerto Rico. Sounds like y'all got some stuff going on, too. So now this severe stuff is now approaching Ider, Henniger areas, and let's take a look at the strength of it. So far, I really believe our atmosphere has worked over at this point. Like, when I say worked over, I mean I believe that our atmosphere, all the energy that we had from all that sunshine, has been pretty much taken out by these storms. And my goodness, did it throw it at us. We're still seeing some really high winds now over Dutton section and possibly moving toward Powell. might look at that through another radar here. But yeah, let me know how you think I did in the comments before you leave. That would mean the world to me. I would greatly appreciate it. I want to, my fans, I want them to, let me know how you think I did. If I did terrible, hey, I'll work on it. Give me just 1 second here. You gotta love when your phone freezes and it won't let you do nothing. Yep, it crashed. Oh well. I'll have to get back to them later, unfortunately. So still seeing some gusty winds now moving through Langston, and other than that, that's it. Just some gusty winds. I don't see those 50s, 60s in there anymore. We've got 30s and 40s showing up. But yeah, I think this warning will be able to be canceled a little earlier. I do hear some really high winds coming in, and that's going to be due to this right here, this outflow that I'm talking about. Really high winds now coming into Geraldine, Crossville, Lakeview, Kilpatrick areas. We've got some pretty gusty conditions, and that's going to be along this outflow boundary. So be ready for some very high winds. Of course, it's come across Guntersville, Douglas, approaching Douglas, Boaz, Kilpatrick, and it's going to be pretty high. We've got some 30s in there, 40s, so 30 to 40 mile per hour winds along that boundary. Very possible. We've got 20 miles per hour right now out of the west. Let's take a look and see how accurate that is. That's 24 miles per hour on radar, and we've got 20 miles per hour out of the west. So that's pretty good. So some gusty winds coming through. Could knock down small tree limbs, all that stuff. If you do come up upon some power lines down, trees down across power lines, don't drive across it. Definitely don't drive across it. Turn around, call 911, let them know, where the damage is at. That way they can get the fire department and stuff, the professionals out there to take care of it so you don't get hurt or worse. So, never drive around, never go near power lines. Even if you're, even if you think that they're not active, don't go around them because you could definitely be wrong. 20 miles per hour was the highest gust that we had here at our station. This is Station 28 with a observation report at 7:19 p.m. As we get these gusty winds and stuff coming through. We have a measured gust of 20 miles per hour out of the west. That's going to be due to the outflow boundary moving in. And we could see some gusts up to 30 in some areas. Our area, we only got 20 miles per hour. That is by our observation station here at Skura. It's going to be in between Crossville, Geraldine. Station 28 clear, 720. So we're starting to see those winds come in. Some very high winds, too, coming in on the backside of this. We're starting to get some wind damage reports as this stuff moves through. 70 mile per hour winds have been reported. So could get some pretty high winds. We got 50 miles per hour around Town Creek. We got a estimated wind gust, as I just said, of 70 miles per hour. That's going to be south of Trinity. So starting to get some of those wind reports in here. Other than that, though, as far as DeKalb County, Jackson, and Marshall, we don't have any current wind damage reports. However, I am about to post up a report of 20 miles per hour. That is if my phone would ever cooperate. KB4EMA, this is KO4FUN.
Go ahead, Chris. KB4EMA.
I wanted to report gusty winds here. Going to be in Skura, in between Crossville, Geraldine. To be nearest intersection will be Alabama Highway 227. 20 mile per hour measured gust VIA anemometer station. It's KO4FUN.
All right, I got that down. 20 mile an hour wind gust is correct. Thank you, sir.
All right, so all equal under the small branches, twigs, all that good stuff took down. So some gusty winds now, 20 miles per hour with this stuff is continuing to come through, so be ready for that. It is going to get pretty windy out there. We do expect that warning for the northeast portion to be canceled here momentarily. Right now, though, I believe we may be done with the severe threat, to be honest. Because it is 56 degrees outside. Of course, our humidity's at 90%. Our dew point, everything is really just bottomed out. So we may be finished with all this. I believe we are. So I think what we just had is probably going to be all that we're going to get. Of course, if that changes, I'll let you know. I'm going to double check with some other people real quick and see if they can let me know real quick. And my device went down again. Station 28, anyone on the air here? Just curious, has anyone seen any information regarding the severe threat being over? Just curious. Okay. All right, so Weather Service Huntsville just put up an update. All right, roger that. Well, I've just seen an update literally just come up just a few minutes ago. Strong to severe storms continuing in southern parts of the area, mainly in Coleman County, over the next hour. So it looks like everything's pushing out. Otherwise, we will have strong winds will develop behind the storms. Will continue over our area for at least the next 1 to 2 hours. Some of those wind gusts may be up to 50 miles per hour. So keep an eye on that. There is always a low possibility that they could be over that.
With DeKalb County Severe Weather Net, continuing to stand by for reports of severe weather. What we're looking for typically includes personal observations of tornadoes, funnel clouds, wall clouds, pea-sized hail, or larger. Rainfall rates in excess of 1 inch per hour, wind speeds in excess of 50 miles an hour, structural damage, and of course any injuries. Always, your safety is top priority.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. We're going to get ready to wrap it up here. I do appreciate everybody that held on with us here. Greatly appreciate everybody. We are going to be keeping an eye on things just in case, but we do expect the winds to continue to come in for at least the next 1 to 2 hours. Some of the gusts along with this could gust up to 40, 50 miles per hour. Won't rule out a higher gust. That was some of the messaging and wording that I seen in the chat there when I was looking at it. So don't be surprised. Higher elevations, don't be surprised if you don't see maybe a gust up to 55 miles per hour. But if we start getting reports in like that, of course, Huntsville will issue something out. But so far, we expect them to be anywhere between 20 to maybe 40 miles per hour, higher gusts up to 50. Low chance of anything being over that, but not zero at this point. So we're going to get ready to wrap it up here. Been a busy evening, really busy. Been live for 2 hours and 4 minutes. So we're going to get ready to wrap it up. Of course, thanks to everybody for watching. There's the way you can send a donation if you would like. It's greatly appreciated. And let's get ready, of course, to wrap it up here. And, of course, we'll wrap things up with our sponsors. That's going to be Mr. Dylan Snyder at Alabama Living Real Estate. For all your real estate needs, you can give him a call at 256-979-4330. He's been sponsoring us for several months. Thank you so much. Go check him out on Facebook. Give him a like. Also, we have RKG Automotive Group. For more information, give them a call at 256-323-7323. And also thank them so much for being a sponsor for 2 months. They help us pay these bills and keep this stuff coming up. So thank y'all so much, and y'all have a great rest of your evening. And stay weather aware until, these winds get out here at least. So have a great evening, everybody. Thanks so much for the reports. We do appreciate it. If you haven't liked our page, please do. We would really appreciate it. It helps us out. Also, like and share the stream. So God bless. Have a great evening. It's currently 7:27. I got a lot of checking out to do. Got to check out a lot of stuff. So take care and have a great evening, everybody.
Thunderstorm warning. National Weather Service continuing the thunderstorm warning for
They continued it. So hang on a minute.
At 7:26 p.m. Central Time, severe thunderstorms are located.
Let's back it up again.
From around 7 miles east.
We're not going anywhere just yet.
9 miles northwest of Somerville to 5, moving southeast at 55 miles an hour. Areas expected to be impacted include Bass, Dutton, Skyline, Martintown, Limrock, Long Island, Russell Cave National Monument, Higdon, Silver Springs, and Flacker. This is KB4 EMA standing by for any reports of severe weather.
Okay, guys, so we was going to wrap it up, but they decided to go ahead and extend that warning out. So due to those gusty winds, they're still thinking some 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible with that storm, and areas, of course, impacted. So we're going to continue our coverage. We don't leave during a warning. So figured they'd cancel it, but they actually extended it because, they're seeing something on the northeast portion there of some gusty winds. At 7:26, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from 7 miles east of Lafayette to 9 miles northwest of Somerville to Fife, moving southeast at 55 miles per hour, so 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible. Broadcast media reporting this. Expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Areas impacted include Bass, Dutton, Skyline, Martintown, Limrock, Long Island, Russell Cave National Monument, Higdon, Sulphur Springs, and Fackler. So that is a new extension to that, so I got to go back and put that up real quick. Station 28, Skywarn, a extension has been put out for the severe thunderstorm warning. National Weather Service Huntsville extending that severe thunderstorm warning until, of course, 8 o'clock. They're going to keep it going. At 7:26 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from 7 miles east of Lafayette to 9 miles northwest of Somerville to Fife, moving southeast at 55 miles per hour. 60-mile-per-hour wind gust has been reported by broadcast media. Expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations would be Bass, Dutton, Skyline, Martintown, Limrock, Long Island, Russell Cave National Monument, Higdon, Sulphur Springs, and Fackler. This is Station 28. Clear bulletin, 7:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And that is going to be, I do see a peak in those winds, especially to the east of Sylvania and Henniger. Hammondville and Valley Head, you're not under the warning, but still be ready for some high winds. I'm seeing a peak up on some of those winds right now, and the radar crashed. Okay. Give me a second, guys, to get this back up again. Okay, should be back up. Okay, we're back up. Sorry about that. Let's take a look. So yes, there's some really high winds, of course, coming through. My station, I've got 20 miles per hour still out of the west. Very windy out there. Not seeing nothing crazy, but there could be some isolated gusts, maybe up to 50 miles per hour going toward Fort Payne. Of course, I'm not getting that here, which is kind of strange. It may not be making it to the ground. We got a really good gust coming in right now. So let me see what we get on our station here. If you're in, let's say Rainsville, very windy there. Shiloh, Fife, Pine Ridge, Fort Payne, you're about to get all those winds. We had a gust to 24. Gust up to 24 miles per hour just now at our station. I won't bother reporting that unless it gets higher up. just reported 20, so they're aware it's close enough. So 24 mile per hour gusts at our station. Let's pull our station up real quick and actually have a look at that, those winds out there. So we're going to switch to our observation station here. All right, so our maximum gust just showed 26 miles per hour, so that's pretty accurate.
This is KB4 EMA with the DeKalb County Severe Weather Net, continuing to stand by for any reports of severe weather. Just a reminder, this is a directed net, and all transmissions should be directed to net control. Standing by for any reports of severe weather, primarily looking for personal observations of tornadoes.
Sorry, Jake, you're going to go down for just a second. I got to switch antennas back. Because this is the one I got my digital scanner on. And I need to kind of hear what they're talking about out there in the county. Okay. All right, so we've got, and these are observations from personal weather stations. To the south of Preston, near Gunnersville Lake, we've got 30 miles per hour. So looking like the highest gust I've seen so far is that 30. Starting to see some 30s come across the west of section.
When you turn on the road, you're going to pass 2 trailers, then a house, then another trailer. You're going to take the dirt road to the site.
I'll turn that down. So far our gusts are up in the 30s, 20s. Not seeing nothing, really insane, but there are definitely some gusty winds out there. So the good news is not seeing nothing, really crazy, just very gusty winds, which is good. We're not seeing no 50s and 60s, but that's the highest I've seen right here, and that's going to be west of Jamesburg, looks like Georgia. I'm sorry, not Tennessee. Georgia, and we've got some high winds coming in now at our station. Looks like that's out of the northeast. That's going to be with that cold front and those storms pushing through. So we will continue to monitor that, and we're going to switch back to our radar really quick. And those winds continue to really push through along that cold front pushing on through. So, man, it got busy there for a while. Like, that's the busiest I've been since the last tornado outbreak we had. Like, it gets so overwhelming that you absolutely have to take. I think we got another warning coming out. I just got a notification over here. There could be another warning coming, so give me just a second. I've got a notification here. I believe there is some kind of warning coming up.
This is KO4BDF. I'm sitting here looking at my my surveillance cameras out there, and of course, there's night vision. Looks like I've got 3 inches of snow, but looks like I'm getting a little rain. And looks like I've got a ghost in the backyard, according to my camera 4. Kind of running around back there by my shop.
Well, Steve, I think you might want to call the Ghostbusters then. Instead of the National Instead of the National Weather Service. Gotta love Steve.
Is your power still on the mountain?
Okay, so looks like maybe that was
Let me check.
something else.
Okay, yeah, I'm not on my battery backup. My light is still on in the living room. Yeah, we still got power up here. My battery backup it changes so fast that if I don't check see if I've got a light on, I don't know if my power's went out or not.
Roger, I just wanted to check. Power's flickered here at the EOC timer 2 portion of. They got the emergency generator here. I just don't know how long it takes for it to kick in. But apparently, if you're still on, I imagine we're still on commercial main power then. Everybody stand by. I think they're going to issue something else here for our county. So
Well, hey,
I'll check
maybe
this out and I'll be right back.
maybe I wasn't wrong.
Okay, Cherokee County. So this is KO4VDS.
Okay, I think they've just put us under a special weather statement. They have that is going to be gusty winds up to 30 to 50 miles per hour. Doppler radar tracking strong thunderstorms along a line extending from 7 miles west of the Skyline intersection to Albertville. Movement was southeast at 55 miles per hour. Wind gusts 30 to 50 miles per hour. Areas impacted: High Point, Limrock, Hurdlow, Maxwell, Eider, St. Andrews, Larkin, Bridgeport, Pine Ridge, and Smithland.
All right, that's good to know, Steve. Thanks for letting me know that. I'll try to remember that in the future. This is KB4 EMA at the DeKalb County Emergency Operations Center with the DeKalb County Severe Weather Net. Just want to let everybody know the National Weather Service in Huntsville are going to expire the severe thunderstorm warning for Jackson and western DeKalb County, canceling it due to the storm weakening beyond severe limits. That said, they have issued a special weather statement. It's not a severe weather alert, but it is a statement about strong thunderstorms impacting southeast Marshall, Jackson, and northeastern Madison and all of DeKalb County. At 7:36 p.m. Central Time, Doppler radar was tracking a line of strong thunderstorms along a line extending from 7 miles west of Skyline to near Section to near Abertville. Movement was southeast at 55 miles an hour, wind gusts 30 to 50 miles an hour possible. And this is, of course, a radar-indicated thunderstorm. Locations to be impacted include High Point, Limrock, Maxwell, Eider, St. Andrews, Larkin, Bridgeport, Pine Ridge, and Smithland is how they have it listed at the moment. This storm is not currently as a severe thunderstorm, but it is listed as a strong thunderstorm with a special weather statement. So with that being said, at the moment we do not have a severe thunderstorm warning. I do not believe, again, issued for our coverage area here that our primary repeater covers. That being said, I'll leave the net up for a few more minutes. If anybody has anything to report, I'll be standing by at KB4 EMA.
All right, so basically, here's what we're looking at. There will be some lightning and stuff with this stuff, but it's not really a line of thunderstorms, okay? So as you can see, I've circled it out there, or actually put a little notch there. Let me see if you guys are seeing it. So you see that area that I've circled there? That's actually some very high winds coming in as this system progresses to the southeast on through our area. There's where the high winds and stuff are coming in on the backside, so that is why they put out that special weather statement. So don't think you're going to see a lot of lightning. And, you'll probably hear some thunder, maybe a few lightning strikes. Won't rule that out. But most probably won't see that. Just a lot of high winds. So, don't be confused with it. And that's going to continue as this line progresses to the east. So this is really some high pressure gradient winds that have developed on the backside of this system moving through. So, we do have some lightning strikes out there, but thunderstorm activity, most of it is south of us around Gadsden, Piedmont area. But there is still a few straggling lightning strikes out there, north of Geraldine, south of Crossville, also some around Pine Ridge. So there will be some embedded lightning and thunder in this stuff as it progresses to the east-southeast. And eventually those winds will settle down behind all this. So the warning has been canceled, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap the stream up at this time. So thanks again, everybody, for sticking by. I do appreciate it. Let's get ready to wrap it up here. And, of course, if you'd like to send a donation, there's a way to do it. DeKalb CWX. Also, you can see the little logo on the top right there that says DeKalb CWX with a $sign. That's the Cash App. So thanks again. God bless. Have a great evening, everybody. I appreciate everyone sticking with us. Sit back, grab a bite to eat, and probably watch maybe some Storm Chasers or something. I'm not sure. It's been a busy day, I'll tell you that. So thanks, everybody. Looking at the comments before I get off here. Not a problem. Glad I could do it there, Rebecca. I appreciate you. Appreciate every one of you. I do appreciate it. I see a lot of comments. Thank you, Kelly, Tishaw, Phillips. I do greatly appreciate that. Miss Jennifer Shea, thank you for that report around Grove Oak and Bucks Pocket. I know I'm just now seeing some of these. I'm having to go back to the chat and look at a lot of questions here. Wait, I just saw something. Let's see. Power out Macedonia. Cody Hudson, thanks for letting me know that. Yeah, there is going to be some power outages with this stuff, more than likely. Wind picking up in Rainsville. Dennis Young, thanks for that. Nicole Clark, thank you. All right, we're going to get out of here. God bless. Have a great evening, everybody. And, yeah, have a great rest of your night, everybody. It's already nighttime. What am I talking about? Have a good one, everybody. Thanks again so much. We appreciate it.